Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to Twice to a reading for the rest of June 2018, because I did the Aries first and then I stopped because my live streaming went so bad, but now it's a little bit better, so I'm going to continue with the rest of the signs. The first card in your reading is Strengths, and therefore this month is very much about difficulty, and it's about realizing how strong you are, and you are going maybe through a lot, but at the same time you are able to handle anything that happens, and you are able to have patience and to realize that sometimes life is tough and we simply have to put up with a lot, but this is also training in inner strength and patience and courage, sometimes in having the courage to continue and to, instead of like running away from difficulty, facing difficulties, and also working with ourselves, so you could also tame your inner beast. We all have this beast inside that just want to, and in certain circumstances it's not possible, and we just have to tame it, to domesticate it as much as possible. Some might disagree that it's the right thing to do, but and every eight in general, it's a card of money, a financial boost, but at the same time it's also the connected to the 8th house, death, transformation, and so is the Strength card. It's a card of transformation, of working with oneself and becoming a little bit more mature. The next card in your reading is the Ace of Swords. So maybe this man creates some tensions in your life. Could be a lover, could be the man in your life, and this man can be an air sign, but not necessarily. Could be somebody that is very technologically interested, living very much in his mind, having lots of thoughts, and judging everything, and understanding lots of things, but at the same time this man can give you a hard time. Could be an institution, could be a man with a certain amount of power, could be legal power, and other type of power. Could be somebody that knows a lot about technology and its uses as well. So there could be some problems. There could be some type of authority as well, and it's not necessarily such an authority that treats you face to face, but it's rather somebody that uses a little bit of manipulation, of cunning, of this type of power a little bit. So the next card is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about transition. When it comes to work and finances, maybe you are moving on from a way of life to another, or from a job to another, from a profession to another. And some of you are in the process of transition, in the sense that you might not realize it, but you are learning new things. You are changing so much from within that you will most likely go on a new path in life when it comes to work, and also how you make money. And maybe you realize that you have certain skills, certain gifts that you can use. and so on. So this, when it comes to work, this card doesn't necessarily tell you that you will do well or not do so well, you will gain money or not so, or not really, but it rather informs you that this is a time of transition. You will find your way eventually. Now you might feel a little bit confused, you might feel like nothing is happening, you might feel like you are not really in charge of the whole situation, but in a couple of months or even years, depending on your age, maturity level, situation and so on, things, you will feel more at home with yourself, and you will have figured out what this transition is about for you. And the next card, another 8, and this is the 8 of Cups as the challenge, and there you would like to kind of depart from these difficulties, and the Strength card. You want to do that. Some of you might want to move away, maybe emigrate, get over somebody or something that happened, but there are blockages. It will take a longer time. Maybe some of you are still attached to something or somebody, or from whatever you did in the past. Maybe you had another job in the past, and it's very, very difficult for you to become somebody else, or to change profession, to change identity, the idea of who you are, and so on. And the next card is also Emperor. So the reason things are moving so slowly is because you have to, there is somebody that is in control. There might be rules and regulations. So even if you are transiting, you are going through a time of transition, and you are not really moving on quickly as you would like to, is because there are rules, regulations, and obstacles. There, things are moving slowly because maybe for some of you, you know, there are some real there could be people that are interfering in your life that don't allow you to do this or that. There could be rules and regulations, like legal stuff that you have to consider. There could be authorities that are kind of pushing you around, testing you, and not trying to limit you in a sense. And the last card is the 3 of Wands, and this could mean travel. This could mean exploring new opportunities, and therefore eventually you will get around many of the imposed rules and regulations. And remember that sometimes we impose those rules on ourselves because we look around and we copy however other people are behaving or seem to behave, and they might restrict themselves too, or they appear to be restricted, and we take it as the norm, the rule, the etiquette, and so on. And but this is good because it opens up new horizons, and you are able eventually to look for new opportunities. Some of you might literally travel, others might go to new neighborhoods to check out on the stores in that area, or the people in that area, or whatever it might be. Some of you might explore new ideas. You might read books that you have never read before, or you might do some new things, exploration, but also expanding. So some of you might expand on new territory with your business, let's say, or you might find a new clientele in a new group of people, or and so on. So either way, you could expand literally, you know, physically, in a sense. If you, let's say you are into buying property, you might buy more in a new area. If you are you feel that there are many limitations, you might look around for new possibilities. That's also a way of exploring the world and finding new opportunities. So in a sense, this card of exploration and travel is also a card of making your own new opportunities by looking beyond the limitations and the limits imposed from within or that come from outside. And there is always a new possibility, there is always a solution if you choose to be open to see them. And this is everything for June 2018 for Cancer Sun Sign Rising Moon Sign. I hope this live stream is going well, and I wish you a great month, and I'm going to do Leo next. Thank you so much for watching and for being here.